The Black Ops 7 reveal teaser might be only 3 minutes long, but it is hiding so many secrets and details that we will go over in this video. Now the reveal trailer has already passed 32 million views, doubling that of Black Ops 6 in only 24 hours, and been one of the most viewed teasers in Call of Duty. But anyways, with that being said, here is over 20 things you might have missed in the Black Ops 7 reveal teaser. The trailer begins with a logo on a door that opens up to reveal a robot, and he says,
"Welcome to the guild."
And his name is also Guild, which is of course the same guild from the Black Ops 6 campaign. Now if you've played the Black Ops 6 campaign and kept up with the season cinematics, you would know that the guild is mentioned every now and again, and specifically one of the main characters in Black Ops 6 campaign, Sevati Dumas, she used to work for a crime family called the Guild. It is the same guild we're talking about. Before they betrayed her, and almost 45 years later, in 2035, it seems like they have expanded and become a global tech leader in robotics. Now this is very important because in my opinion, the guild will be how our streaks and weaponry is made. So the guild makes the weapons and the streaks, and of course that will tie into how we use our streaks in multiplayer and weapons and all that good stuff. And also we cannot fail to mention the robot itself. If you guys played Infinite Warfare, I know not a lot of people played that game, but if you were one of the ones that actually played it, you would know that this robot is actually a reference to Ethan from Infinite Warfare. Ethan is the only thing that players actually loved about Infinite Warfare, and to see a reference to him in the Black Ops 7 teaser, that is very cool. Following that, we get our first look at our protagonist in Black Ops 7, which is of course none other than David Mason, the son of Alex Mason from Black Ops 2. But David Mason in Black Ops 7 looks a lot different than to how he looked back in Black Ops 2, and no, not because he's actually grown older, but because it's a completely new actor from the Black Ops 2 David Mason. The new David Mason is being played by Milo Ventimiglia. I apologize if I'm saying his name wrong. Also, the lady who is the CEO of Guild is Emma Keegan, and she'll be played by Kiernan Shipka. And finally, we have not seen in the trailer itself, but Michael Rooker will be reprising his role as the iconic Mike Harper from Black Ops 2. He is one of my favorite characters from Black Ops 2, and I'm super excited to see him return in Black Ops 7. We move on to the next scene where we see the CEO of Guild, which is Emma Keegan, like we just spoke about, but she is saying about how her robotics company is making these game-changing robots and all that, and I believe these robotics that she is showing us are our first look at a few of the streaks that will be in the game. I mean, let me tell you this. First of all, we have what I believe is going to be the RCXD. Now of course I'm not 100% sure, but just look at it. It looks like a futuristic remote car with 2 wheels. What can that be? Only the RCXD streak. Then we have what appears to be a drone. Now my guess is that this is a UAV, or maybe it could be a recon drone where we can fly around the map and tag enemies with it, just like how we had it in Black Ops 2. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm leaning more towards the recon drone just because it appears smaller than what a UAV would be, so that's why I'm saying it's a recon drone. It just simply looks like it. The next one after that is very interesting because it seems like it's a robotic dog. Now this could be the attack dog streaks, or maybe I was thinking in Black Ops 2 campaign the mission Fallen Angel, where it starts with the 2 robotic vehicles, if you guys know what I'm talking about, that help you throughout the entire mission. This could be something very similar to that, but instead of it just being in the campaign, they've actually turned it into a streak for multiplayer in Black Ops 7. And we do get to see in action later in the teaser video where David Mason is found one of those robotic dogs, and you can see they have turrets and machine guns, so whatever this streak turns out to be, it's gonna be very deadly. And for the final streak that we see is none other than the Mantis from Black Ops 2. I mean, just look at it, it is pretty much a carbon copy of the Mantis, so yes, I believe that will be the Mantis, and it will be returning in Black Ops 7 multiplayer. For the next couple scenes, we see what Black Ops 7 will be all about, and that is the mind-bending and reality-changing story that we all know, love, and come to expect from our Black Ops games. This will be no different. Black Ops 7 is gonna dive even further into that madness, as their slogan is Embrace the Madness. So it's gonna be super crazy. First we see David Mason breaking the mirror by touching the butterfly, and then the mirror is foreshadowing the reality bending and changing story by the broken glass shard that is showing you all sort of crazy images of David Mason. Each shard is showing something different. And also the butterfly will play a very major role in this game story, because throughout the whole trailer it was always heavily focused on, and even here where he touched the butterfly and it broke the mirror. Now I don't know about you guys, but I believe the butterfly is a symbol for branching storylines, similar to how we had it in Black Ops 2. We had 8 different endings. Yes, you heard that right, 8 different endings. I believe this butterfly in Black Ops 7 is kind of representing that there will be a butterfly effect and a branching storyline, that your choices will actually matter in what ending you get. And if that is true, that would be really awesome. But it doesn't end there just yet, because he then gets transformed into an alternate reality where things just get crazy, okay? You have this city that starts upside down and is slowly making its way upright, which is just crazy. And then of course you also move on to this scene where it almost looks like it's a horror game. It's like playing Resident Evil and not a Call of Duty game. And then we see David Mason upside down and the door slams shuts on him. Again, this is just showing us the mind-bending and reality-changing storyline that will be in Black Ops 7. And I am all for it. In the upside down city scene, we get a glimpse of possibly where this game will take place, and it appears to be somewhere in Asia, because the buildings, including the one which David Mason is standing on the roof of, there are Asian words. Now obviously I don't know what language this is, however I did try to translate it and I managed to translate one word which is on the building that David Mason is standing on, and it says open, and the detected language was none other than Japanese, which means this city is in Japan. And that actually makes a ton of sense, because if you guys remember a couple months ago, I made a video where a lot of Black Ops 7 information were leaked, and it was suggesting that most of the multiplayer maps from the original Black Ops 2, which will be remastered in Black Ops 7, will be remastered in a Japanese theme. I even made a video talking about it and I was confused. I was like, all of this makes sense, but why on earth are they remastering in a Japanese theme? Where did this come from? But of course, if the campaign is set in Japan, and maybe not the whole campaign, just a couple missions, then that starts to make a lot of sense. Then yes, it will make sense to have the Black Ops 2 maps remastered in a futuristic Japanese theme. And in this scene, that shows us that it is really pointing to a Japan setting, or like I said, maybe just a couple missions that will take place in Japan. Following that, we have a very cool reference, probably my favorite reference in the Black Ops 7 teaser trailer, to the OG Black Ops game, and that is of course the main menu with the CI black side that Hudson interrogated Alex Mason in. If you guys remember, you could even leave the chair and look around the interrogation room and all that. It is very subtle. If you haven't played the OG Black Ops, you wouldn't know this, but for everybody else who is a veteran of this franchise, this is a very cool throwback to the original Black Ops 1. Straight after that, we once again see the butterfly. This time it sits on a man's hand and he absolutely sends it to the Shadow Realm, as he says the following:
fear is a powerful thing, David Mason.
Which gives us a little bit of insight to what this story will be about, and that is the villain using fear to get what he wants. And that villain is none other than the iconic Menendez from Black Ops 2. My favorite villain in all of Call of Duty games from beginning until now. Menendez is absolutely awesome. And then we get to see one of the most coldest key art and key art animations we've ever seen in Call of Duty game. Just look at it, looks absolutely awesome. And in this key art animation, we actually get to see our first weapon, which actually appears to be the Peacemaker from Black Ops 3. But to be honest with you guys, I'm not very confident in saying that. Maybe it's the Peacemaker, or maybe it's also the AR-10 assault rifle. It looks very similar. I am leaning more towards the AR-10, but unfortunately I'm just not 100% sure on which exact weapon that is. If you guys know, make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. And then towards the very end of the key art animation, we see David holding the iconic Cap 40 pistol from Black Ops 2, and I am absolutely hyped for it. And in case you didn't know, the Black Ops 7 key art is a very nice throwback to the Black Ops 2 key art. Very cool. Alongside that, it was also confirmed that Black Ops 7 campaign will feature a co-op mode. Yes, you can play Black Ops 7 campaign in co-op mode, and that is always amazing. Anytime there is a co-op mode in any Call of Duty campaign, that is always welcome. Well, you would think that the Black Ops 7 teaser reveal would end there. Well, you would be very wrong, because right at the end we get a small teaser of multiple things. First of all, we see the VTOL warship streak rising from the ground. Of course, we had the VTOL warship in Black Ops 2 multiplayer, and it seems like it will be returning in Black Ops 7 again as a streak in multiplayer. Then we also have a random flying knife or machete, whatever you wanna call it, stabbing the earth and the earth bleeding. Yes, I know, that is very weird. Now this could be one of two things in my opinion. It's either one of those mind-bending campaign missions like we saw in Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops 6, or maybe, just maybe, it's actually a map in multiplayer that is based on one of those crazy missions. But whichever it is super crazy. Following that, for a very brief second, we get to see 4 operators wingsuiting their way into a large map. Now the large map, we know it's Avalon. It was supposed to be the big Warzone map for Black Ops 6, but of course that never happened. It got pushed back to Black Ops 7 in favor of Verdansk returning. We all know that by now, and it was leaked that because of this change, they took it from being a Warzone map and made it into an open world campaign. At least that's what the leak says. So this could simply be a mission in the campaign, or maybe, just maybe, this is a teaser for Blackout 2. Yes, everybody and their moms want Blackout 2 to return. So could this be a teaser for Blackout 2? And the reason why I'm saying Blackout 2 is because of the wingsuits. But once you guys, I won't get my hopes high. I simply think it's just a campaign mission. You wingsuit your way into it. But I hope I am wrong and this is actually Blackout 2. But I just don't think that will be the case. Following that scene, we also get a glimpse of a new multiplayer map with the VTOL hovering over it. Very cool. But the most interesting thing in this scene is off to the distance that looks a lot like the map Hijacked from Black Ops 2. Call me crazy, but I think that's Hijacked from Black Ops 2. It's a boat in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. I am convinced that that boat is the map Hijacked from Black Ops 2. Following that scene, we see David Mason using the invisibility cloak, which we see in the Black Ops 2 campaign. But it got me thinking, could we see it in multiplayer as well? Maybe part of a specialist of some sort. I know it sounds crazy using invisibility in multiplayer, but hey, this is Call of Duty and you never know. And at least let us use it officially in the game, better than unofficially, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, invisibility confirmed in Black Ops 7. And finally, towards the very end of this official teaser reveal, we have a zombies teaser. First of all, we know that Black Ops 7 zombies will be a round-based zombies experience, and you simply never go wrong with a round-based zombies experience. It is always the best over every other zombies experience, and we'll have 2 years of it, and that is always amazing. And it will also be taking place in the dark ether, but from the teaser itself we can't really tell a lot because it's dark and blurry a bit. But we can definitely see a vehicle lights turning on, and it looks to be a big vehicle, maybe a bus or maybe a truck. And you wanna know which zombies map had a vehicle in it? You would be correct if you said Transit. So yes, this could be a teaser for Transit returning for the first time since Black Ops 2. And again, if you kept up with the Black Ops 7 zombies leak, you would know that a Transit remake is coming in Black Ops 7. So this could be a teaser for Transit returning. But with that being said, this is everything that I managed to find that you might have missed in the Black Ops 7 teaser trailer. If you managed to find more things that I didn't mention in this video, make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. But with that being said, make sure to click the video on the screen and to watch where I break down the trailer and all the details you need to know about Black Ops 7. Thank you guys for watching this video.